Ron Passafaro is with us right now. Ron is the CEO of ECR International, President and CEO of ECR International, confirming that the European manufacturer BDR Thermia, which was founded in 1684, plans to purchase ECR International, which includes Utica boilers. Ron, thanks for coming on. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Good. So what, obviously the big question, I think, is what does this mean for the employees and the people here and the business here in Utica?
Basically, it means that our future is a whole lot more solid. Our company is very stable. We've been on Dwyer Avenue here for nearly 88 years, but the marketplace has changed dramatically over the past handful of years, and we would be fine over the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, but we're more concerned with 10 and 20 years out because we plan to be here another 80 years.
Yeah.
So this has really solidified our future and given us an opportunity to really compete on all levels. So, as I mentioned before, there are no plant closings. There are no layoffs involved with this. This is not an acquisition of less. It's an acquisition of more. So we'll be taking on new products here in our manufacturing facilities, both in Dunkirk and Utica. And we're going to begin laying that roadmap out next week when we receive visitors from the Netherlands on Tuesday.
Is there a possibility it could mean hiring? I mean, everybody worries about the laying off of employees, but could it mean actually some expansion?
I hate to get too aggressive, at the start of this because, as excited as we all are about this transaction, there's going to be surprises that come along down the road. There is with any change. However, yes, I guess the bottom line is we're going to continue to make the products we do today. We're adding more products, and as those become successful, and we obviously believe they will be, there is that possibility.
Was the board vote unanimous, Ron?
Yes, the board vote was absolutely unanimous, and then on the 23rd of December, what made it official, because the transaction is done now, is that our 108 shareholders approved of the transaction. And
let's talk about the history of Utica Boilers and the Reed family.
Mm-hmm.
This is a long stand. I believe 90 years last year.
88, actually this year.
Okay, 88 this year. So a long-standing company here, and means a great deal to the community. And obviously, the boilers named after Utica. Does that history continue on? I mean, how do we how does that work?
Yeah, we couldn't be more pleased with the transaction because of the way it has progressed. The best way for me to explain this transaction is we had over 100 shareholders before. We now have one. And we'll continue doing business as ECR International. We'll continue to manufacture our products and sell them under our Utica and Dunkirk brands, as well as our other brands, utilizing our distribution channel. And the reason we're doing that is because BDR Thermia, they're buying that. That's what they want in North America. So they want our facilities, our engineering, our manufacturing, our mature brands and distribution channel, and that's what gives them the opportunity to get their products in the market much quicker.
And is there an opportunity for expansion of the brand, I guess, as opposed to my earlier expansion question? Sometimes when these new companies come in, that you're able to expand the brand because you have the funds to be able to advertise and to market it in the way that you always wanted to. Is there improvement there, or does that not change?
No, you're absolutely correct. And the biggest improvement allows us to expand the markets we serve. We'll become much more of a player in the high-efficiency market, and also we'll be entering new markets such as the commercial end. So we most certainly, that will open up all 50 states to us versus, selling in the residential boiler business for the most part is in the Northeast and in the northern part of the country.
Yeah.
But now we can go all 50 states when we enter the commercial side because obviously commercial buildings are not only heating the space but also the hot water with those types of products.
What was the, remember we had the guy on with the thermal boilers that, what was that technology?
You're probably speaking of micro-combined heat and power.
Well, all I know is that we had somebody come on and talk about these high-efficiency thermal heaters and a new technology, and it really, it was like putting a needle into the leg of Earl Reed, who reached out to us immediately and said, "Wait a minute, ours are even more efficient than what you're talking about."
He probably, there's a whole cachet with European technology, and there is this misnomer that American technology doesn't compete, when in fact our company introduced the first 95% efficient boiler way back in 1996. And so he's probably responding to that because he's a little sensitive about homegrown technology.
He was very sensitive to that topic. And finally, the Boilermaker. Obviously, this all began at Utica Boilers. What does the relationship continue?
Absolutely, and I'm just so gratified with our new owners, Rob Van Banning, our CEO from the BDR Group, knows all about the Boilermaker, and has committed that we'll continue to be one of the main sponsors, as we always have been. And he loves the fact that it's a great thing for the community, and we'll be there for hopefully the next 40-some years, just like we're going to be celebrating again this Sunday in July.
All right, good stuff. Ron Passafaro, CEO of ECR International, we really, really appreciate your time and wish you guys the best. Obviously, this means a lot to a lot of people here.
Well, Bill, we appreciate your work and giving us an opportunity to tell our story, and we'll be a long standard bearer of the Utica community.
Good stuff. All right, Ron, thanks so much.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Okay. Cold enough right now to need one of those Utica boilers. We're at 11 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Full forecast coming up right now, though. Christine with an update. What's going on in the newsroom? Good morning, Christine Bolino.
Good morning. The United Nations Security Council calling an emergency session today over reports that North Korea has tested a hydrogen bomb. The second Baltimore police officer charged in the death of Freddie Gray goes on trial today. And the executive vice president of the NRA says politicians refuse to take a stand to pass common sense gun laws.
Sun and clouds today with a high going to 36 tonight, 15 tomorrow, partly cloudy. Up near 40 degrees, about 38 the high. Near 40 on Friday and into the 40s on Saturday with some rain over the weekend. And as Manaski says, don't look now, but we might actually hit 50 on Sunday. After we started the week off with our first below zero event. Currently, it's 11 above. Clear skies right now at WIBX.